Evening all. This is RTSL 2026A, organised by RTO. Thanks to RTO. This is my 5th game. The deadline is tomorrow for 5 games, so well done Hicham, who's also racing to meet said deadline. We get a game in. Let's go and say hello and get going. We will open 4-4-1 with 1 in Yugoslavia, because I don't have independent reds. Yep, and then hand over to him and say hello. All right, that's enough chit chat. We are going to open with Capture Nazi Scientist, I think. It's a shame we don't have any 4-op cards for cooing, but we will see if we can make this work. But we have no scoring cards as well, so we don't have anything we can do to mess up Middle East scoring. I think Capture Nazi is probably just a fine headline and gets a lower op card out of our hand while scoring us points. And we know we can get it through because we have foremost resolution, containment, UN, and a Pakistani war. Fidel. And decal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Awesome. So yeah, event capture Nazi. We can finish the turn with containment. I think we probably want to hold you in intervention for a worse ditch next turn. Get Defcon down and then decal. So yeah. Capture Nazi, Defectors and Fidel coup cards. Foremost at a space / use depending. Containment AR6. Indo-Pakistani war, possibly for the 4, 4, 2. After all that farting around, classic opening. Okay, Asia's away. And that means they almost certainly do not have Middle East scoring, because it would be mad for them not to play it otherwise. So we are going to get our coup off on Iran to begin. I mean, our ops count's very low, but we now don't have to worry about Asia. So I think we probably still just want a coup. All right. Unfortunately, we left 1 op in there, which leaves us very open to the crackback. And here it comes. 1. Okay. Do we want to do that? Yeah, we do. Please more than a 2. Yeah! Alright! Go in well. If they don't play into Lebanon, we absolutely will. Decol coming up. I expect them to play into Lebanon. I guess we don't have to rush to play into Iran, because we know they don't have Middle East scoring. Excuse me for the grizzle. So, we can decol. And we'll go Thailand, Algeria, Angola, Nigeria. Because now they have to rush to take France. I mean, they'll take France because Asia scoring has scored. But they don't have enough operations points to take both. Ooh, nice. Yeah, that's clever. Doing it first. And then they'll take France with it. But that means we can walk into Thailand. Which makes Formosa more palatable now, since we're next to Pakistan and can take Thailand. Interesting. Okay. We are not going to fight for France. Suez and de Gaulle are still in the deck. If they play into Laos, we'll use Indo-Pakistani war to go 1 Iran, 1 Pakistan, and then we can finish by taking India. That's a lot of influence into a place that's already scored, but we don't want them walking into Burma to take India to get 4 battlegrounds with Taiwan, because that would make me look like an absolute mug. But if they, for example, finish taking France and retake West Germany, we've got a bit more time to expand into Pakistan and India. If they take France and West Germany, I think we go 1 Iran, 1 Saudi. And then we can finish with containment to take a battleground in Syria to dominate the Middle East, with Nasser still in the deck. Okay, they're pushing. In which case we will stick with walking into Pakistan. So if they play into Burma, we'll do containment 3 into India. We've got a raft of decent headlines. Nasser Purge, Suez de Gaulle. So we'll see how it goes. D-Star would be lovely, but this is not a shabby turn 1. Suez to space makes a lot of sense. Alright, so what do we want to do? I think we now want to threaten the Middle East without Nasser. And they may walk into Burma here, which is problematic in a sense. But in another sense, they need 2 ops to dominate Europe in the headline phase and de Gaulle still to come out. Walking into Burma when Asia scored, again, is a bad tempo play, I suppose, when 2 unknown scoring cards are still in the deck, one of which is bad for them. But even them tapping Syria is, like, kind of miserable for them, so let's hope we can induce some more misery. So what I think is likely is 3 ops to take West Germany and move into Burma. And I think that they might be holding Truman Doctrine because they put 2 into France, knowing that we couldn't take it cleanly with a 4-up card. So Truman might be their held card. Or they may use Truman here to put 2 in West Germany. Also possible. I think they're probably thinking they're not likely. Oh, okay, Arab Israel Warp, shut my mouth. Ooh, tapping Thailand and taking Burma. Nice. Well, all the influence places that have been scored. Unfortunately, we missed the war. And we got de Gaulle. That's nice. And then if they take a coup, we take Thailand and India. Do we like that? I think I like that. I mean, this is a very good hand. Purge, remain in abdication, Marshall, US Japan, de Gaulle. Oh, so many 4-up cards. And Warsaw Pact. Yeah, the only disappointment's no D-Star. But yeah, I think de Gaulle does the most damage. Although they don't have... They could then coup Iran, but we're still in Pakistan and India. Alright, let's... Do you have any mill-ops then? But we don't have any really great coup targets. Let's do de Gaulle. Shut my mouth. Get on with it. Ooh. Well, that now means I have to use a 4-op card. Fortunately, I have one of those. So we'll use Purge. We'll use an intervention Marshall Plan. We'll use US Japan to take Korea. That gives us 7 other ops to do stuff with. And if they get a coup, that's regrettable. But manageable. Nevertheless, I will take France off you, please, and thank you. Alternatively, with Marshall Plan, we could take Portugal and Greece. Interesting. We'll take India here. We still have 4 battlegrounds on our plate. Pakistan, India, South Korea, North Korea. So in that sense, we're okay. Yeah, they get the coup off. That makes sense. Oh, it's a big one. So we will use UN intervention or Marshall Plan, and we will take Iran and Pakistan. And we will finish in Asia by taking South Korea. We will use East European unrest to overprotect France and East Germany and Poland. And then we can finish by eventing. Is this D-style? Yeah. Yep. so much effort into Asia, given how quickly it scored. So here we'll go East Europe, 1 France, 1 East Germany, 1 Pakistan. And then I kind of like finishing by venting Romanian abdication just because it gives them something to deal with. Ooh, CIA, splendid. So, East European unrest, 1 France, 1 East Germany, 1 Pakistan. So, Truman Doctrine, 5-year plan, NATO, Europe, Middle East, Olympic Games, NASA, Korean War, Vietnam revolts, and Comic-Con are the unknown cards. Worst case scenario here, they drop Europe scoring before we drop Romanian abdication. And they don't. This is good because we get Egypt. We redominate. And we've got a coup target in Libya. We will event Romanian abdication here. Come on, Europe scoring. I expect Truman Doctrine if I guessed his hand correctly last turn. And goodness knows I'm rarely correct. So, bless you. Entirely wrong, as per. But this is all shaping up very nicely. Dominating Middle East, dominate Europe. They got both scoring cards. So Middle East, Europe, we got Truman. They got 5-year plan and NATO. And Olympic Games. That doesn't seem right, because I've only got 3 cards. Oh, I've got NATO. Shut up. So they've got Middle East, Europe, 5-year plan, Olympic Games. Asia scoring back in the reshuffle. Let's try and dominate, if we can, there. Indo-Pakistani War. Cambridge 5. Pretty nice. Korean War. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Indy Reds probably wants to go to space, unless we can get Europe scoring off first. Let's start with Cambridge 5, because we know they have 2 scoring cards. Ooh, lovely. We'll tap Libya. Oh no, they gave us Europe. The doy. Let's break the UK against special relationship triggering. And then we will have a coup on Panama. I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So we want to stay ahead in Europe, which may be tricky, right? They may race us. I think we might need to cut our losses on Asia. I don't think we're going to be able to dominate there unless we flip Lao. Okay. We still dominate in Europe. Let's flip Lao Cambodia. And now we can take Turkey. Well, apart from getting D-Style, this has been a pretty good first few turns. I have precious little complaint. Big roll. Boo. So, let's use Indo-Pakistani War to tap Malaysia to try and flip Indonesia with the China card. Is that good with CIA still in the deck? Or am I being exceptionally greedy? Let's do it. YOLO. I mean, our best bet against Hicham is to build the steamroller, so let's find out. If he retakes the UK, we'll use the China card to flip Indonesia and take Afghanistan. Ooh, UN decall. Alright, so we're going to offer them a trade. Europe for Asia. Is their best line here event 5-year plan? I think it is. Event 5-year plan is a 1 in 3 chance of pulling Asia scoring. Although I might have duck and cover. Nope, they just dip Europe scoring. So we'll drop Asia. I don't know, trading those VPs for the China card, I don't know. Like I said, I think I want to play aggressively against Hicham. Because now, if I get Allende or Junta or Africa scoring, I can try and get the game over quickly. Or just as easily get Defcon suicided. Either way, it's an early night. Yeah. That's unfortunate, but can't be all things to all people. Oh, we got CIA. Of course we got CIA. Brezhnev for spacing CIA, please. Fidel Brezhnev. CIA. Sadat and Amit. Truman, Lone Gunman. Allende. This seems like a good Brezhnev hand. Ooh, we now give them independent reds, which is a little embarrassing. Right, so we're going to coup Libya because we want to get a mitt off without presence, right? And it's good for OPEC and stuff. So let's do that. Oof. If they repair Libya, we're going to space CIA. If they don't, we're going to tap Lebanon with a mitt and take Zaire, I reckon. Event Fidel. Event Allende. Take Chile and Argentina if we can, etc. So they know we have no bigger than a 2-up card, but we are Brezhnev'd. So they're 3-up cards. So it could be worse. Okay. So we will tap Lebanon and take Zaire. So Emit gets out the deck. So event, space CIA, space Sadat if we get off with CIA. But before we do that, I guess we want to overprotect Zaire. Africa now not looking so hot at all. They, can't do it all. Like we're assaulted OPEC or Central America scoring or something away from triumph. Ooh. Yeah. Are you gonna flip Zaire? That would be neat. If they do flip Zaire, I'm just gonna go ahead and space CIA. Yep. Okay. Yep. Ooh. There's always taking Libya for OPEC. Let's do that. He's got me doing too much, He's doing very well. Space CIA, Event Allende, Event Fidel, Truman into Chile, overtake Panama against. Ooh, special ship. Are you gonna fork? Not gonna fork. Okay. Let's space CIA. Excellent. Please don't have one small step. Yeah, C for +1. Well done. +2. Very good. We will space it out. Come on, big space. You terrible, terrible gulag-bound cosmonaut scientists. Yep. That might be alright for them with one small step still in the deck. AR6, INA, AR7, Truman to Philip. Giving up Romania. And then we can hold Fidel to event next turn. Yeah, if we can fade Africa scoring, we're assaulted OPEC away from victory, or South America, etc. Oh dear. Oof, relief. So we are not assaulted OPEC away now that They got Milops. But we are in fairly good shape ever except Africa. And even that is like a Portuguese empire crumbles and a coup on Zaire away from swinging back our way. If we can space OPEC and get some positive scoring card action in America off, i.e. fading Junta, we may yet be in tip-top shape. So Africa is bad, but we can do something about it. We've got defectors, importantly, so we can Fidel. We don't need to worry about missile MV. Central America and Africa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, what do we like is the question. So Fidel is good, but we're not gonna get presence-less domination there. ABM coup Zaire coup Angola? Okay, grain sales is interesting. Or I think maybe we want Angola because then we can try and push South Africa. Okay, grain sales that. They'll coup Nigeria, presumably. Yes. And they get it. So we will flip Zaire. Space Duck and Cover, Event Fidel. Try and get Africa off for cheap. We, alas, will not be salting OPEC anytime soon. But we still have OPEC in our back pocket. I can only hope they'll be somewhat nervous about taking South Africa with me in Angola. Not with 4 ops. Yes. Very sensible. We'll event Fidel. Because that's worth another 2 VP. That gets us to 13. Space Duck and Cover 15. We can still salt ABM to try and coup down Africa. Salt Brush is another line. Mexico? That's why I'm thinking Salt Brush is another line. Also means we can hold, duck, and cover. Or use it to coup Nigeria and get Defcon down. This is exciting, right? What is life if not exciting? I have no idea if this is the right line or not, but it's fun. So let's do it. So they get a coup. We get to do something with duck and cover, followed by brush war. Let's get a good coup on Nigeria here, please. More than a 2, please. Yes. Yes. It cost us VP, but it made us VP. So, let's get the big old 50-50 brush war on Mexico. That's good. That's very good. That's awfully good. But let's still do it. Come on, be good. You swine. So that'll get us to 10 VP. Now starting to run into a bit of trouble. Warsaw Pact's still in the deck, so I don't mind, in inverted commas, mind them jamming Poland. Like, they're playing a longer game than us there. If we can get 5 VP for OPEC and 5 VP for South America, plus potentially space, then it might not come back to Europe. Did they use Purge? I feel like they used Purge. Yeah. D-Style, SOC-Gov, Suez, Warsaw, Nuclear Test Ban, East European Unrest. Nuclear Test Ban's gone as well. They've had plenty of 4-up cards this turn. They used Kitchen Debates to coup. I remember that. So East European Unrest, D-Style, SOC-Gov, Suez. Yep. We've not used libthi. Okay, I mean, I'm happy they're not using that for VP. Warsaw Pact will make them look like a right idea if they're not holding it. Let's have a wee think. So, a UN intervention is in the discard pile, so we will bury you. Gets us 3 VP. OPEC can get us another 4 VP. And we can space colonial rearguards. Alright, well, let's plug my hand in and make sure I don't make any rash decisions, says the guy who makes constant rash decisions. libthi, Willy Nuclear Summit, we will bury you. OPEC. U2. Colonial rearguards, 1 small step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, Bear Trap's not great, but let's drop Defcon and try and get 3 VP. Ooh, Puppet Governments is real good for them. So 13, 15, 5 VP for Middle East with OPEC. GG's if we're lucky. So Space Colonial Rearguards first. Willy and U2 are worth 2 VP as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, space 8. We will bury you 3. Be lucky. Yes, Roscosmos. Yes. Yes. OPEC's 19, U2 and Willie's 20 if they don't have South America scoring. Tantalizingly close. So now if they have South America scoring, we have a problem. Houston. What's the play? I was wondering if taking Argentina first was the risk-averse option, and I was risk-loving. Okay, we can still get Milops at the end. So let's OPEC and make them have South America scoring. You slow rolling me? No. GG's. Arms race won't do it. Let's send Gary Powers to the gulag. Oh man, Hicham keeps getting a bad end of the stick with me. Well, Victory is sweet, even if I'm... Oh. Yep, so we are up to 5 games in Rutzel. This Sunday, times TBC, and still to be properly confirmed, like I don't have times for either. I've got my Itzel game against Yemovit, which we've been trying to set up, and I'll need even better luck to get anything out of that. But hey, did him last year, lucky boy. Um, I'm also looking to set up a friendly against Saucy Soviet because we do seem to enjoy chatting and playing. Uh, in a way, I think Saucy Soviet likes him more because he's not in all the leagues as well. I mean, I have a lot of games, but I have a lot of fun. So, luck 100% broke our way, no doubt. So yeah, Saucy and Ziemovit potentially on Sunday. Times TBC, not a guarantee. They'll be up on YouTube, of course. Oh, on the subject of YouTube, I don't really go in for metrics and all that stuff, but I did notice that more than half the people who watch the video don't subscribe. And why would you not want to subscribe to this madness? Why would you just stumble across it and then watch it? So rather than be one of those RC streamers who's like, I can subscribe, feel free to if you want to know every time I do something ridiculous instead of just by happenstance. Great. Well, have a good evening. Thanks for watching. A victory is ours for another day. And I will see you hopefully in the next couple of days or so. But until then, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye for now.